Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be going over a CS interview system design problem. Um, this is something I got in a recent interview, and it's how would you design a search engine? So to approach this problem, we're going to have to start out and understand what our throughput is. So for now, let's just say that it's 100 million users with an average of 2,000 searches per second and a minimum acceptable latency of 1 second. So with these constraints, we already know that this system is going to be extremely scaled. So start out, let's design the basic templating, which is a search bar and a search button. So search, and when that search button is clicked, you'll take the input here and it will hit some sort of backend. So now we're gonna define our database. So we have search, and this will be search queries. So query, and then we would also have a article. So these articles are the files that we're going to be searching. So these will have search terms. And I guess these could also stand for keywords. And then we would have a user, and the search would have a user ID. So when it hits the backend, the backend would first grab information from the database and then return the results to the search query. So you can see that this system is already very simple. When we are handling low loads, we won't have to really think about any advanced architecture. But since we're going to be handling so many people and so many searches at the same time with such a low latency, we need to think about ways of scaling the system up. So we have the search front end, and it will have to hit a backend. So since there are going to be a lot of concurrent users, we're going to go ahead and implement some sort of messaging queue. The messaging queue would be linked up to a worker or multiple workers. They'll take items off the queue and execute the results. These executors, in turn, will all be linked up to some sort of database system, which in this case, we're going to be using a queue as well. Since we're going to have a large amount of articles, let's say 10 billion articles, we can't keep this all in one database. So we're going to have to create some sort of sharding that can each contain part of the database, and our messaging queue would be taken by a worker or multiple workers. Take the query, hit our database master. The database master will have logic onto which shard to grab the result or to perform some sort of aggregate. Grab the result, return to the worker, which in turn returns it to the executor, which in turn returns it to the front end and the user that that performed the execution. So this is the distributed scaled up system of how to approach this answer. And to make this more robust, the front end would also have to be hosted on multiple hosting websites or hosting servers with a load balancer to make sure that no one server is being hit too hard, thereby crashing the site. The workers could also have a load balancer as well to balance out the job to the workers, and there could be multiple database replicas to speed up searching. That will have a master and a load balancer as well. As well as for the workers. So here we go. This is the basic system design for a question that asks how to make a large scale search engine. Thanks for watching, and like the video and subscribe if you want to see more.